Dax and Renata by Krista Symington, illustrated by Carrie Christensen. To my nieces and nephews, I can't wait to watch your adventures unfold. Dax and Renata are best friends. This is how their story begins. Dax is 5 years old and 15 feet tall. Renata is 6 years old and 1 foot small. Dax is tall as can be. His head stretches above the towering trees. When Dax stands up, his head is far away, so his friends can't hear what he has to say. He can crouch down and talk to his friends for a while, then his neck cramps up and makes him not want to smile. Dax often feels lonely with his head way up high. When his friends can't hear him, he lets out a frustrated sigh. One day, Renata moved into the house down the street. As soon as she saw Dax, she flew up to meet. Dax thought, what great luck! Finally someone to talk to after feeling so stuck. Over time, their friendship grew, and together they felt brave to try things that were new. Dax's heart glowed as he realized nothing was wrong with his height. Some friends are better able to understand us, and when we find them, our hearts feel right. Dax and Renata both like to eat cookies, go to the movies and sing, bike as fast as they can, and race to the swings. Miss McFlutter is their grade 1 teacher. She teaches Dax, Renata, and 18 other creatures. Sometimes Renata has trouble not making a peep, and Miss McFlutter reminds her to take turns to speak. Dax is good with numbers. He knows the answers right away. In math, he always gets a star and an A. For Renata, numbers wiggle in her head. When she can't figure them out, it makes her want to hide in bed. Renata scrunched up her paper and started to blush. When she had tried to add the numbers, her brain had turned to mush. Miss McFlutter noticed Renata was crying, and she flew right over. She knew Renata was trying. Don't worry about the struggles learning can bring. Everyone is smart at something. We must focus on the things we can do. We all have special talents. This I promise you. Renata was still sad, so Dax brought her home on his back. He even carried her heavy knapsack. When they got to Renata's house, she tumbled to the ground and sulked inside without making a sound. Renata's mom was putting cookies on a plate. She said, "What's wrong, darling? You don't look so great." Dax and Renata told the story of the day. Renata's mom paused for a moment, then she knew just what to say. Renata's mom wrapped Renata tight in her wings. Let me tell you about love, the most important of things. Whatever adventure you choose, there will be parts that come easy and parts that come slow. Whether it works out or you have to start over, please know. From the moment you were born, you were everything you needed to be, alive and loved by the world and me. You can push yourself hard and choose a tough goal, as long as you know inside that you're already whole. Like a key in Renata's heart, something very special went click. Dax, Miss McFlutter, and her mom would still love her, even if math didn't stick. Dax thought of another way he could help. He felt so excited, his voice came out as a yelp. We can practice together a little each day until we figure out the math problems in a new way. Dax and Renata were ready for a snack, and after 2 extra large cookies, they were right back on track. Dax counted his legs, then he counted Renata's wings. Together they grouped apples, pears, and bright candy rings. They drew pictures and diagrams, they scribbled and puffed. As Renata watched, into her brain the numbers were stuffed. Renata raced, thought hard, and tried again, until her homework was done, questions 1 through to 10. Renata flew up to Dax and hugged his neck. As a best friend for me, you are perfect. Dax beamed with a smile 16 teeth wide and said, when I'm with you, I feel stronger inside. Both Renata and Dax were ready for bed. This day had been long for their hearts and their heads. Sprinkled with the magic of knowing hard problems can be overcome, tomorrow's adventures were sure to be fun. Dax and Renata were thankful for each other and that this hard day was done. If you have a best friend who is kind to you, take a minute to hug them and tell them how much their friendship means to you.